Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I still got bad lighting over here, but that's not the point why we're here. We're here for that second episode review of the new season of DuckTales. Well, correction, new series of DuckTales. So let's get to it. Let's cue that music. Okay, funny thing is, this episode opens up, and what the best way that you can open up a new fresh episode of DuckTales with all the kids playing Extreme Nerf. I'm telling you, like, they're playing Extreme Nerf, as from what I can tell.
Take that! Dewey! Don't yell at your target before you fire. You'll lose the element of surprise. Good hands, Beakley!
Target acquired.
You said traps? It's just a game!
If you're not a player, you're a pawn.
Especially Webby. And that's the thing about this episode. This episode is a Webby's episode. And spoiler for those who haven't seen this episode, the reviews I'm going to do for every other episode of DuckTales is going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, then take your time to see it however you can. You can watch it on YouTube if you want. I mean, not in the best quality. Sometimes you're going to get the little square box, but I digress. I mean, I have it recorded on my TV set every time. But yes, and that's the thing. Webby's really into it. She even gave her character a background story. I don't even know what it was, but she was taking down the boys left and right instantly without it caring the world.
You captured it, Peking!
What?
It's part of my character's backstory. Grizzled ex-special forces pulled out of retirement for revenge. What's yours?
My guy has a dart gun?
Not anymore.
Ah! The foyer is the safe zone! The foyer is the safe... Ah!
This is no foyer. This is a tomb.
Oh, my tailbone!
And that's the thing, and that's one thing that's really brought up a lot about her, that she takes things too serious, or she doesn't know how to really exactly be a kid. She doesn't even mind them doing the whole Nerf gun battle because Miss Beakley comes in his room and everything, tells her you better be prepared for that. Then when he sees it all, he doesn't really care or anything. But then, oh, when he sees Donald Duck in his bathtub, he's like, no, man, that's where I draw the line.
Tim.
Sir, this is out of control.
Kids will be kids. For everyone's happiness, we've all got to make sacrifices. House meeting. No.
You could do anything else in my house, but you can't freaking be in my damn tub. And that's when he sets a bunch of boundary rules. Majority, it's just about not bothering him. That's really what it is. Now everybody moved in, like they did in the first episode, which you already found out. If you've seen the 1 hour special, which you could definitely see on YouTube in itself. So that, you basically, the boys have to leave the house just to go have some fun. And they go to a place called Funzo's Funland or Funzo's Fun. I honestly forgot the damn name of the place. But Webby doesn't know anything about that because she's never really been out of the house like that. She's never really been outdoors and, you know, interacting with other kids. That's why it does go. Louie wasn't really all about the idea of letting her come, but you know, his dude is just like, you know, let's just bring her. She never really interacted with anybody, so what's the big deal? What's the worst thing that happened? And everything that she did there, she just ruined it. She ruined Dewey's game where he had a high score on. She ruined even Louie's laziness of trying to get free drinks, because I'm pretty sure you guys will know. He basically did where you go to a fast food restaurant and you ask for a cup of water, but then you end up getting soda. And there's a girl there that works there that knows of him, and he always flirts with her, calls her cute or anything like that. And she gives him like the cup of soda and whatever. He tried to get Webby to do the same thing, you know, to lie and get it. Boy, she was terrible at it. My word. Boss found out, the girl got in trouble. and then Louis had to end up paying for the thing. I don't think he even had money. That's another reason why he was pissed, and that basically ruined his time there. I kind of forgot what she did to Huey. When she's inside the ball pen and she's sinking in, she sees that as quicksand. A gun, it springs into the air, and then next thing you know, it ends up escalating to ruining the whole entire place. It's just got out of hand to the point where they were just fed up, and they just couldn't stand her being there. She, she's feeling guilty. And the thing about this episode, this is when they introduced the Beagle Boys, and I can't say I'm surprised that they were introduced roughly very soon. Pretty glad they are.
You can't come in without a child.
Everybody out!
And I guess you could say this episode is a little bit of a Donald Beakley episode as well. Basically with their whole dynamic, because there is a little conflict between them constantly, with Beakley saying, hey, you gotta follow my house rules too. Your Scrooge may not care that much about all this stuff, but in the end, it's my house as well, because I'm the one that cleans everything up. I don't want to take care of everything, so you gotta follow my rule. Donald's not down with that. He's just like, honestly, who the hell for you? Like, get the hell out of here. And they bump head every now and then, but in the end, eventually they'll come to a common ground. Beakley's a tough woman. Donald shows that he can handle himself too. He always kidnapped the kids, and they showed Mob Beagle too. I mean, I don't really remember on the original series that they ever did. I'm pretty sure they did. Really not that familiar with it, but they showed Mob Beagle, and on the Beagle Boys, they're really well designed. They look great. I like the way they look. They're dynamic. And when Beakley and Donald go get the kids, Donald just goes insane, and you just see him like wrapping around them like in like a circular motion, beating up on two of them. And I'm glad they did that, because for Webby to have this mindset of Donald Duck being a great adventurer, and they showing Donald fighting like pirates and stuff, I would expect him to have a way or knowing to like hold his own. I really would like to see Donald use a sword. I would love to see some sword fights in here. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And the boys are still trapped. And then Webby, she could have got out the entire time because she prepared for anything, so she knows how to. But she didn't want them to think her bad of her or anything, because she didn't think they liked her for the way she was. And that's when they had to realize, we don't need normal. We need a Webby. We need you to be the way you are. That is who you are. That's the person we're friends with. And that's why it worked out for them. That's how they eventually escape. And then Webby takes care of Mob Beagle, basically putting her through the experience that she went through at Fonzo's, like as the quicksand, which Mob Beagle was starting to suffocate. Well, not suffocate, but sink into. And then once that was handled, everything went back pretty much to normal. All the dilemmas between everybody seemed solved, and Webby's still taking some games too serious. Just get a little extreme. And then between Donald and Mr. Beakley, everything solves as well. And there's a moment where I feel like this will come back in later episodes, because I barely could tell what Donald said still. I swear, if you saw my first review, the first episode, you could still barely tell what he's saying, but it's fine. But I know he asked her something, how are you tough the way you are, something like that. And she basically said, just all nonchalantly, oh, it's simple, I'm a spy. Now I do see that coming back up. Eventually, I feel like we might get a flashback of that. I'm really seeing a lot going well with this. They're building up stuff for this season. I can see, I'll be damned on what goes on if they get a second season, which I think it might be possible that they were greenlit for a second season. That would totally be awesome. Another video, but I'm trying to do this as constantly as I can. A friend of mine told me that I should do it more often, and he has a point. Yes, I'm talking about you, David. Shout out to David, shout out to Upton, shout out to Danny, shout out to Dominic, shout out to Yadman, shout out to John, shout out to Davin. Any movies, shows, animes, or anything like that, then by all means, guys, comment below. And don't fail to ring that bell, like if you dare, and subscribe if you care. And key on for Miles.
I'm like a star, I'm burning out fast. I try to shine, but it's never gonna last.